Ridgeback people are research people. Before getting our dogs, we read and watch and learn everything we can about the breed. Most people have found this channel for exactly that purpose, and I've covered hundreds of questions and ideas over the years. But increasingly, I'm fielding questions about the booming field of pet insurance. So I wanted to take a larger look at how the industry functions and how you should think about insuring your dog. Most conversations about pet insurance happen in sponsored posts or ads. So up top, let me say that I'm not selling anything here and I have no affiliation with any insurance company. And not to get too clickbaity, but this video will cover a lot of the things that pet insurance companies really don't want you to think about. So let's start with the big picture. Insurance companies are some of the most profitable businesses in the world. From health insurance to home insurance, commercial to residential, insurance executives are swimming in cash. The reason we're seeing a proliferation of pet insurance companies is because businesses see the opportunity for massive profits in this sector. Pet insurance, like all insurance, works because the professionals are much better at math than the rest of us. While you're agonizing between different services and plans, the executives are content because regardless of what you pick, the data shows you'll very likely pay more to them than they pay for you. Pet insurance marketing tugs on our heartstrings so that we don't pay as much attention to that tug on our wallet. Let's take a step back and consider the issue a bit more critically. When we buy insurance, we're doing so to buy peace of mind that our dogs will get the care they need to live long, healthy, and full lives. But an insurance company should be the last stop on that road, not the first. Because there's so much more you can do on your own, which is miles more valuable than whatever policy you're looking at right now. It starts by ensuring you pick a reputable breeder, one who does rigorous health screenings and genetic testing, and alerts you if any issues are discovered in your dog's litter or line. And that holds true for the duration of their life. I've read so many heartbreaking stories of dogs from backyard breeders dying or being stricken with severe illness, and owners left in the lurch with significant debt because of these unethical operations. An ethical breeder can't guarantee every puppy will be perfectly healthy forever, but trust me that they guarantee you the absolute best odds of a well-bred dog. And if anything does go wrong, a great breeder will go a lot further than a generic company to help you make things right. Once your dog's home, it's not lions that you need to worry about. It's food. With their voracious appetite, Ridgebacks are highly prone to overeating. This can lead to serious and expensive health issues as they grow, and it can also contribute to long-term medical concerns when they're adults. In fact, a recent study from Purina suggests that overfeeding impacts not only the quality of a dog's life, but the quantity as well. The lifespan difference between a healthy weight dog and an overweight dog was nearly 2 years. I tend to be pretty cynical about corporate research, but this is coming from the guys trying to sell you dog food. So I think it's worth heeding when they tell you to feed less. I've done a number of posts and videos about how to feed your Ridgeback, but this quick refresher shows the body composition that's ideal. A defined tuck behind the ribs is the easiest visual cue to see. If you can't see this tuck on a dog, they're not, quote, all muscle. They're too heavy, and that excess weight can lead to excess vet visits and bills across the board. Drop the weight, and you drop the bills. And while your Ridgeback might be roughly the size of a show pony, the grooming we do isn't just to keep them looking good, though that is a nice benefit. Long nails don't just clack on hardwood. They can also contribute to a host of other paw issues while increasing the likeliness of accident and injury. Regular pedicures with a grinder like this helps alleviate all those issues. Dental health is another costly concern. Staying on top of your pup's oral health is great for their longevity and your wallet. Dental procedures are exceptionally costly, and they require the risks and costs of anesthesia. This quick video I posted on Instagram a while back covers a lot of the tips and techniques I like to use to help acclimate the dogs to habits that will help ensure their health. If you missed it over there, I'm including it here as a quick practice guide. Building this level of trust and comfort is great for bonding with your dog and for monitoring their well-being from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail. It's certainly not for the faint of heart, but I promise you'll come to appreciate this skill when you need it. Put this together with everything else I've discussed, and on average, you'll end up with a very healthy dog who has minimal need for veterinary intervention. Take Penny Mayhem, for example. My little demon is pushing 8 years old, and that's 8 years of wild living at reckless speeds. But beyond regular checkups and her space surgery, she's never required any additional vet visits. There's no company or policy I could have used over the past 8 years which wouldn't have been thousands of dollars more expensive than paying for everything myself. Not to mention all the time saved not having to navigate the paperwork and jumping through bureaucratic hoops. But what about now that Penny's technically a senior? Though I'd caution you against using that term in front of her. The monthly premiums for seniors jump according to age, so the math still isn't in my favor. Even if Mayhem does need additional care down the road, I'm better off paying for that myself too. This is why most independent reviewers recommend self-insuring if possible. My family is fortunate to have an emergency fund for all species, which is stashed away in case a sudden bill comes up. Rather than pay an insurance company, I pay myself that money each month. If we need it, it's there, but if not, we have some extra in the bank. Now, you'll hear plenty of stories about people who needed a $30,000 surgery for their dog or specialist care, and insurance saved the day. Those stories are true, but you have to remember these cases are massive outliers. If you are worried about an event like that, I'd encourage you to buy only catastrophic coverage and pay as much out of pocket as you can. As ever, please remember I am just an idiot with an internet connection. This isn't the final word on pet insurance. It's a conversational starting point, one which I hope leads you to question, research, and consult actual experts to help make the best decision for your pet and your situation. Most importantly, whether you choose to buy pet insurance or not, I hope this video reminds you of all the things you can do either way, which minimize the time you'll spend on vet visits and maximize the time you spend on beach visits. There's no getting around the fact that life shared with Ridgebacks is like that Daniel Day-Lewis movie. There will be blood. And scrapes, scars, bumps, and cuts come with the territory. Familiarizing yourself with the basics of pet first aid is another cost-free way of giving your dog the best care. I know all of this might seem overwhelming and confusing and like I'm introducing too many choices. But if you take the time, little by little, to learn how to implement and practice these habits, you will become your dog's best insurance policy no matter what happens. So there you have it. Bloody, confusing, and to borrow a phrase from the Brits and Aussies, bloody confusing. Much like Penny fighting Echo after getting her head stuck in a soccer ball. Still, pet insurance really isn't the blanket coverage it's made out to be, and it isn't a substitute for lifelong healthy habits. In fact, I think it often provides a sense of financial and medical protection that doesn't match reality. That said, there are plenty of individual circumstances and reasons why the most prudent thing for you to do is buy pet insurance. I'm just encouraging you to do so with a calculator in hand. And I hope the suggestions in this video minimize your need for insurance and maximize the healthy life of your dog. Good luck out there. And as a favor, if you're served an ad for pet insurance on this video, please let me know in the comments which companies are brave/foolish enough to do so. Thanks, guys.